And welcome to the Outer World. Shitty as my narration will be, welcome to the stream. What we'll be doing here is a set of skills. Now I want to give a few disclaimers. One, I'm not going to be consistently uploading this or doing this, so don't stick around. Consistency. Two, I am likely to get into it, so if you don't want to hear that, please go while you can, as well. And by getting into it, I mean, like, doing voices and whatnot. So, if you don't want to hear that, then be gone. And the third thing is I have played a short bit, about an hour to 2 hours worth of the game so far. So I'm not terribly far into it, but far enough to know about some of the things that are happening. So, excuse me for my unshocked and unprovoked reactions for just a little bit into the game, because I have already seen those moral dilemmas. However, having gotten all that out of the way, let's get right into it. Let's create a new game under the hard difficulty. Yes, we're going to see all of the subtitles. And let's go.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to... With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
And now I get to create the ultimate character. If you can't see by the title, this is called the Genius, which is a character that I've predetermined and laid out. So for this character, I will be maxing out my intelligence.
It says here that you solved mathematical problems just for fun.
No,
I hope you're ready to shoulder a burden, friend.
So then, I will lower my strength. Yes. Let me see. Also because of my high intelligence. Let's see. My perception will also be high. My temperament should definitely not be... Now the question is, do I lower my charm or my dexterity for being a genius? Dexterity affects melee attack speed and ranged weapon reload speed. Yeah.
Slippery fingers. You'll need to be careful handling those chemicals.
Yeah. And then I can increase my temperament and my
You have
perception.
an unnerving talent for reading people.
There we go. So this will be a build just about getting as many crits as possible. Let's move on to the next tab. Okay, so now we have my ranged info. Okay, so now we have all these different tabs of info, which I can level up, if you didn't know, to 50. And once it is at 50, then I can only rank up individual ones from that point on a certain tab. Now, however, because of what I increased, I can increase my long guns and handguns there by putting... I have 2 points available to add 10 to each of these.
My friend.
And at 40, so at 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100, there is different unlocks of skills. So for long guns, it'll be critical damage plus 50%. Now, however, I won't start off the game with long guns in my hands. Now, however, another thing. But a different idea would be to use the abilities of tech.
Ah, a fellow tinkerer.
So that I can have the ability to build more effective survival medicines and whatnot. This will be the way I play it. Now, I will also put it into range, that way I can also raise up my ranged success. Yes, okay, this works. Let me just double check determination. Ah, okay, that's nice. Alright. Beverage service technician, now. Scientist assistant, level 0. Okay. Let me just click to science, so that'll make it 1 point higher. Now, however, you know what, this works. Alright, now we go into the appearance. Let's work this really quickly. Hopefully I can find a face that fits fairly soon. Okay. And then we do... what color was it? I think this? Yes. Hang on. I'm going to get a comparison image. And you will see why in just one moment. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Now let's just fool around with some things, make them slightly different than the average, like, facial parameters. Alright, hair. Just the hair that I'll use. Maybe I could just do one of these earlier ones for the hair. Let me do... you know what? This isn't terrible. I'll do this. And then we'll just change it to 3. And there we go. And... just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. The character's name is... hang on. Elongation. Alright, I'm a fucking jackass. Alright, let's get right into it. Start the game with this character.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. His drive is
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. Every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Here we go! Alright. A scientist man named Elongation being sent to Earth 2 Electric Boogaloo to deal with meeting a smuggler to do some shit or other. I didn't catch that last part.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Yes.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Alright. So, let's get into what we gotta do here. So, for the beginning of the game, there's gonna be quite a bit of dialogue for anyone who hasn't taken a look at it yet. And fortunately, that means that I'll be at the moment currently distracted more often than not. Oh boy. Good to know this character will not be sneaking. At all.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Here we go. My leg! No, I should be fine.
Hey, you, come here.
Alright, here's the first example of me talking awful.
Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Sit still. I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
How are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right?
I
Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
You probably got a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead.
Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I've got a better idea. You give me your gun, and I'll go help.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me anything about where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
I see. Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Well, then I'm off. Good luck. Alright. Let's get to business. Now, I will leave it up to the people watching if I have to maintain that the whole time or only when I'm talking. Because I don't care. I will do it regardless when I'm talking.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell?
Just gonna jack all your shit. Don't worry. You have all the good shit. Yeah. Then I'm off. Oh. This is the time dilation. I control time. Let me get into a better position so I can maim. Maybe you can. Just gonna maim him. Where do you think you're going? Headshot. Foots. So, okay, so I'll actually sprinkle throughout this a couple of examples of maintaining the character the entire time and changing it out here and there. Let me just mass collect everything. And then I can continue on with my psychosis. Alright. Interesting. He can't see and he's bleeding. Nope, I missed. Okay. Bad shot. Yeah, a little bit. Interesting. I completely have forgotten where's the body. Ah, so never mind. You may now know me as the survival guy. Even though I'm an awful shot, I still can make it work. Yes. Ah. Let's keep pushing through, yes. Oh, hello!
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Ah, fine.
Don't know where you
Guten
came
Tag.
from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
Yeah, he didn't make it. I helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
No. I bet you could get the marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is.
You think? Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Okay, you're going a little in depth there, but whatever suits you. Hello there! I have come to destroy you. Buffoon! Oh, you took my kill. Alright, I do not like getting my hands dirty. Where is this body? Oh! Oh! Bits! I hate it. Oh. Allow me to step onto the inside. Hello.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Oh.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
Excuse me.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I don't appreciate being talked to that way.
I have been programmed to communicate with diplomacy and tact. Please allow me to demonstrate. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I would like to ask, you realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Well, I need to get this ship in the air.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Well, Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Ah, yes. I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah. Ada, I got it. Thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Hey, I have leveled up. Alright, now it's time to raise a little bit of my points. Boom. They are both at 40. Now we have 5 points remaining. What could I put it into? I could... Oh. Interesting. I believe I will invest the points into dodging. Actually, however, I think I might actually invest my points into hack here, and then persuade here, and then I remain with 1 point, so I will put it into... I dodge for later. Alright. That works. Yes. Alright. Now, let's see what the perks I have. Option to do. I could increase my base health, my vendor prices, companion kills, tactical time dilation meter max. I think I would appreciate a little more walk speed. Or sprint speed. One of the two. You know what? I think I will go with sprint speed. Yes. This works. Now I can run ever so slightly quicker, away from trouble. hello.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Actually, on the contrary, you've got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Alright. And off we go! Hopefully I don't get killed. Or attacked. Frankly, I don't want to be injured in the slightest. No, it's a can't. Shoes. Hey, pee-pee. I stushed. No, I don't think you should make that noise. Hey, you're dead. Isn't that funny? Oh, it's not funny. Cracker. Oh God, his limbs! They came off. That is not okay. He's all over the place. It's disgusting. Yeah. Here's his torso. Disgusting. Oh. I'm leaving this area. I don't want to be here. It's disgusting. Let me take a look around. So, this is Edgewater, huh? Interesting.
Whoa, hey. Where'd you come from?
I am,
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
I'm, well, you see, my pod crashed in the hills back there.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I've never got your name. I'm Elongation.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Ah, I see. So, who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures.
Oh. So, what you're telling me is you're making people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Yeah. Why can't you collect these fees yourself?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Alright. I'll collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I see. Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
I see. Well, I'll be back. And here we are. Let's get into the city, yes? Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content so far. Hopefully. First, I must change what I am searching for quest-wise. I'd like to check that, and boom. 3 guns, just in case. I drop one, you know. Now, let's head in here to discuss the graves. Good dog.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I see. You're a doctor as well. Well, relax. I am in fact clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards.
Oh.
You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Well, that's very pleasant. I'll get right to the point. Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
So, you mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I see. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together.
Yeah.
Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, your medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
That is unfortunate. Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Interesting. Yeah. I hope he doesn't mind taking me at pictures. Now, let me see what this is about. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company is going to have to call it for it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene also knows certain someday has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth heirlooms, passed down his family or something. We're processing his body, right? Just stick around and press him out. Nobody's what's your thing? Could you go back? In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal. Can you see me? Look at your eyebrows. I see. Interesting. Interesting. Hello. I have news for you.
What can I do for you?
Well, you sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Yes, you are. I'm guessing you were trained at a medical school.
Experience was my teacher. Experience, and so you want to be an embalmer. Brochures 1 through 5. Courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development.
Also, I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
I can read.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Yes, and I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You're going to have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Many thanks. Goodbye. Shoes come out. Now, however, I have received some new equipment. Let's hope it works. Also, I'm going to break this whole stuff down. Interesting. I have armor. 4. Three. I look like a buffoon. Alas, I guess I'd have to make it work. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Hello?
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Hey, take it easy. I'm not a marauder.
There a reason you're running around outfitted like one of those monsters? Did Mr. Thompson send you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Let me see. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I see. I'll be direct with you. I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He told me everything. How long did you think you could keep a secret like that?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that, but you're being paranoid.
I am? Law, help me. Paranoia is one of the plague's known symptoms. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway.
I see.
I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I have
Do
some
what I can.
Why? As soon as there's guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
What can you tell me about these marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
So, in other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I've had enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Ugh. You know, you're taking an awful risk trusting me.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Well, I'll leave you be.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
You?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying he's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
I see. And what do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Well, let me worry about that.
Alright. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I see. Well, I get it. You need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Now think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Alright, well. Been here for I've been in this town for about 10 minutes and it's already getting extremely complicated.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Unfortunately. Hello.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm kissing Joseph Foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes, or right away, or thank you.
Well, I've got gravesite fees and I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Well, it's just plain an awful thing to say.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would have? He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to work. Check what this elevator's for.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Hello?
Well, sure. It's,
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Well, anyway, you must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
You may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Well, my ship needs repairs and I'm looking for a power regulator.
only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Oh. Let's see. Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the Botanical District over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
I see. And when you say, mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Well, I can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
You know what? I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, let's get going. Let's go down.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Sure.
Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
I see. This is about the deserters. What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I see. I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I see. I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Let us get going. Hello. Alright. This loading screen sure is taking a long time. to be lost and confused. I think I will have to go around the back.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
I think it would be a great idea. However, I can do it myself.
That's not bad work, mister. You done this before?
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Ho ho ho, hey, don't you owe me something for the repairs?
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
Interesting. Well, I'll be going now.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
Let's see. Yeah. You carry on with that robot. I will merely adventure on my way. Hello there, you must be the last person I'm looking for.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Hello.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah. Got to watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Listen, I don't have anything to do with this. Silas sent me, and you owe me credit.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Yes, he sure did, and he's asking for a little extra to finish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent? A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you be. Come on, Parvati. We must get to Silas. He's only right around the front.
Hey,
Hello.
Mr. Parvati. Come for a visit? Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I am sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Ah, yes. I've got those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
Oh, well. I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Well, I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Thank you. Alright. Well, I guess I will, leave. Take care. I've leveled up again. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there we go. Revert this one. No, wait, not this one. This one. Okay. And then I will put the other point into engineering. Alright. Well, that is a completion of the quest. Alright. I am not sure how long I've been playing. However, this first session as the genius known as elongation has been complete. So I will have one other test run as another character, and then I will leave it between these two options. The character of elongation, which I will give in summary of his personality now at the end. He is a genius that doesn't generally like to do nice things and really only helps himself, but when need be can be a nice person or compassionate. But again, is still more focused on his own needs and desires. And that will be his character. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. I did it wrong. Hang on 1 second. I